Welcome to this edition of World Trade Wednesday, where we discuss Laredo's impact in world trade and world trade in Laredo. It's sponsored by GTSI, and my name is Alberto. I'm here in Global Tooling Specialties as a quoting specialist. I'm here with Sylvia Praesel with CapEd, and she will talk about her program. Sylvia, can you talk about your program and what you do with?
Yes, thank you. I am with CapEd, which is the Coalition for Apprenticeship Partners in Economic Development. And what we are really we have been doing this since 2015 is outreach efforts and informing and educating the community on apprenticeship programs and the tremendous benefits that apprenticeship have. Now, the difference between an apprenticeship and an internship is that an apprenticeship program is an earn and learn model. It's a great business model, it's a great academic model, so it really links the education and industry. And this comes at a perfect timing where the governor launched a tri-agency task force with the Texas Education Agency, the Higher Education Coordinating Board, and the Workforce Commission to look at college affordability, workforce strategies, and just linking education and industries. And Texas is a big state and it's so diverse. So the governor's vision is that every region should build local economies, industries, and jobs of the future. So as a region, our needs here are very unique comparatively to those in North or East Texas. So here, international trade, transportation, logistics is a large industry. So we are working on a binational effort to link those academic courses, and because of our neighboring country in Mexico, they have an amazing curriculum with their universities over there. So we're looking to do a binational effort to bring a lot of the curriculum in import-export and international trade over to the academic institutions here. So we are in partnership with LISD, Laredo ISD, United ISD, LCC, TAMIU, UT Health Science Centers, all the key players and our workforce leaders. And so what our program does is really, right now we're doing tremendous outreach. But apprenticeships are particularly beneficial for this region. This region isn't considered an economically disadvantaged region for obvious reasons. We're at the border, and it's very challenging. So an apprenticeship model is fantastic for a student that, let's say, wants to go to school, and while you're going to school to earn either a training or an associate's or a bachelor's, you're earning a wage at the same time. You know, one of the biggest challenges here is that, folks need a job to support their families. So in this way, they're getting an education and they're also earning a wage. So it's tremendous for our community, and we've had tremendous support for this apprenticeship model. Now, apprenticeships are nothing new. They've been around for 70 years. They originated in Europe. They're all over Europe. They originated at the Volkswagen plant. And traditionally and generally speaking, apprenticeships have been great with the construction trades, those type of HVAC, plumbing, piping jobs. But there is a huge movement for apprenticeships into the corporate world. You've got Amazon doing apprenticeships, you've got Dell doing apprenticeships, and universities, four-year universities are now looking into apprenticeship programs. So it's really expanding into a huge population, and we're very excited about that. That it's going to be a transformational strategy for this vision. Now, CapEd has a multi-pronged approach. It's not just one-dimensional, and it's not just apprenticeships, because it's really a talent development and retention strategy. We want to develop our talent locally, but we want to retain our talent. So what do we do for that? Well, we are streamlining efforts with beginning with House Bill 5. The Texas legislature passed House Bill 5 2 sessions ago. House Bill 5 says that at the end of 8th grade, a student needs to choose an endorsement or a career pathway. So when they enter high school, they're going to be taking courses towards that career pathway. There's 5 of them. There's business and industry, arts and humanities, public services, STEM, and I forgot the 5th one. But so there's 5. Under these 5 endorsements or career pathways, that covers 16 career clusters. And so what we're doing is, in the collaboration with our high schools, we are looking to do internships to get these students exposed to their endorsement or their career pathway. Once they're comfortable with that, we want them to get that exposure at the high school level before they go to college. I mean, I don't know about you, but it took me quite a bit to kind of figure out what degree I wanted to major in. And then once you major in, then you do your internship when you finish that college degree, that post-secondary. but we want to give that youth the exposure in high school before they go to the workforce. That way they say, you know what, maybe I don't want to do this career. Maybe I don't want to get a degree in this before they go to college. I mean, really, and honestly, it took me about 7 years to get my bachelor's because I changed my major so many times and I was going into fashion design and just different degrees. So the benefit is streamlining with House Bill 5 and then get those students the soft skills training in the summer. And our school districts are on board to do soft skills training, which is your business etiquette, your professionalism. And then we want to get them connected to mentors. So mentorship programs are tremendous and extremely valuable. Just let me share this statistic with you. The number of students in K through 12 in the state of Texas is about 5.2 million. Now, the number of retirees, and I call them seasoned professionals, other people call them the baby boomer generation retiring, there's 5.25 million. So we have the equivalent amount of seasoned professionals retiring as we do students. Can you imagine the knowledge transfer for all that? Not that everyone will be a mentor, but every seasoned professional that I have spoken to is delighted to get connected with a student. So if you want to go into international trade, well, we're going to connect you with an international trade expert who's a seasoned professional, who's really already retired, and is just going to transfer that knowledge to that young person so they can ask the right questions about that degree. Again, all this is happening in high school. And so you get them soft skills in high school, and you get them mentored in high school, and they do their internship in the when they're 16 and older, which is typically 11th and 12th grade. And then hopefully by that time they'll be polished enough, well-versed enough in their choice of their college degree. So it's a win-win. And then our vision is that they do the apprenticeship program with the colleges, and we're working in collaboration with them to bring more apprenticeship programs to this region because they are tremendous.
Being so close to the border, is it difficult for people from Mexico to get into these kind of programs, or? Well,
I wouldn't think so, and that's exactly what we're working on right now with the Binational Center at TAMIU. We are having conversations right now about those possibilities, about the possibilities of those students coming here and how maybe they can get some grants or scholarships, and then how to engage the industry, because we need the industry to engage and to have those students at their warehouses, at their job site, at the Import-Export Agency, so they can actually learn the hands-on experience of what it means to work in that industry. And there's a lot of things to do, a lot of things in the industry.
No, and I'm telling you this because we always talk about both Laredos, and
yes,
that's something that probably the people are asking or will be. But no, I think it's very important what you're doing, and I think that it takes a long way to do it, no? And probably you need support. Where do you get the support for those kind of programs?
Well, there's a lot of funding available. That's a good question, because apprenticeship programs have to be registered with the U.S. Department of Labor. So let's say you get a private sector agente aduanal or forwarding agency to participate, and you get one of the universities to participate. That partnership needs to be registered with the U.S. Department of Labor. Okay. Once it's registered as a bona fide program with U.S. Department of Labor, you become eligible for funding through the Texas Workforce Commission and the Department of Labor. There's a lot of grants out there to fund these programs that will pay for a lot of some tuition for the wages of those apprentices. Okay. So they pay for the wage while they're earning and learning. There's some contributions for those. There's a lot of funding available for these type of just the skills, just helping our skills development. Anything related to skills development and education and educating the workforce. And the industries here have embraced our vision and strategy, and we have a tremendous team on our board. So I would encourage anybody to visit our website. There's a wealth of information, and it's caped.us. That's CAPED.us. And you can watch our videos, and we have Twitter feeds and all those great information for anybody interested. But we do have a call to action. We are asking for anybody that would like to be a mentor to register with us for mentorship, whether you're in healthcare, international trade, transportation, automotive, aviation, homeland security, whatever your key industry is, whether you're an attorney or a CPA, we're looking for mentors because we want to connect those mentors with our high school students. So if they could email us at mentors@caped.us, that would be fantastic. We need your skills, your profession, and our youth deserve to just get that knowledge, that wealth of knowledge that already exists here in this region.
So can you comment on the benefits for the region, please?
Well, I would say one of the benefits and the strengths of this region is that we have a very young workforce. If you look at our SWOT analysis, one of our strengths is that we have a very young workforce. Generally speaking, there is an aging population, and many regions suffer with that aging population. This region has a wealth of a young workforce, so we can leverage that young workforce and get them into those pipelines of jobs that are in demand here within these key industries. And on our website, we list all of the key industries that Laredo has, and those key industries that can be strengthened. We have a lot of assets that need to be built. And really, it's important for us, again, for talent development and retention, that we develop that talent and retain it here. 70% of jobs that are created in regions come from existing businesses. So if we could just focus on helping those businesses and then developing talent for those needs, it's an absolute strength for the region.
Thank you very much, Sylvia, for joining us on World Trade Wednesday, and thank you for your input. And thank you all for joining us where we discuss the apprenticeship benefits for this region. And please join us next week where we discuss Laredo's impact on world trade and the impact of world trade in Laredo. Thank you.